Hi everyone. Hey everyone. Hi everyone. Hey everyone. Hey everyone. Hey everyone. Hey everyone. Hey everyone. Hey everyone. Today I'm going to be answering your questions face to face for the first time ever. I pulled these from a couple of community posts I did teasing that I would do this earlier, so sorry about that. But funny enough, not even a full year into doing YouTube, I was already really excited to do a face reveal and Q&A eventually when I hit a big milestone. So I had some questions from that. Those are a little basic, but I included those. So let's get started. Okay, the first question, how it all began is, what got you into stuffed animals? As a kid, I always loved playing with stuffed animals. You know, I feel like a lot of kids do. They're comforting, they're cute. I loved Build-A-Bears, dressing them up. Even all throughout elementary school and middle school, my friends still loved them and would act out little scenes. I've just always loved them, and people around me did, so yeah. Next question is, what inspired you to create things for stuffed animals? So probably Build-A-Bear, because they, I feel like, were the only brand doing stuffed animal clothes and accessories, and I think that just turned into making things for whatever situation we were playing, whether it be a wedding or doctor or the millions of stores I ended up doing. And probably the YouTuber My Froggy Stuff, who does doll things, like she creates whole doll worlds just with crafting, and she's a genius, and I take a lot of inspiration from her videos to make my stuff for stuffed animals. Next question is, when did you start doing this? So I started my senior year of high school. This was towards the end when COVID hit, so everything became online and I had way more time at home to start this. And I already was planning on starting this, but definitely having school at home gave me a lot more flexibility to do that. And that goes into the next question, which is, what inspired you to start your YouTube channel? So at this point, I had already loved making clothes for my stuffed animals for many years. I did a whole fashion collection at some point, but I noticed on YouTube there weren't many videos specifically making clothes for stuffed animals, like it was usually for dolls. And I felt like I knew enough about sewing stuffed animal clothes that I could share that and make videos on it. So that's the main reason I started. Basically, no other channels were doing that, and I wanted to be that for someone else searching up how to make stuffed animal clothes, which I used to do all the time. Next question is, where did you learn how to make stuffed animal clothes? My grandparents actually taught me when I was probably in elementary school. I think I had one of those school slumber party themed parties or something where you could bring a stuffed animal to school, which I was obsessed with, of course. And I wanted pajamas for my little hippo. So I asked them if they could help me make it, and my grandma is good at making the patterns and she can sew too, but my grandpa's also good at sewing. She would design the patterns and I watched her do that. At least she taught me later on more about that. And then my grandpa sewed it, and these were nice pajamas for a hippo. So I was really excited by that and wanted them to teach me more. So I learned a lot from them based on just pattern making and basics of sewing. And then I did learn some stuff online, but mostly I was self-taught in the pattern making for different size stuffed animals. I just kind of did it by trial and error. And trust me, at the beginning, there were lots of chew-type clothes, and I've continued to learn going on through this channel. Okay, this one, no one asked. Okay, this next one no one asked, but I feel like I need to share it. So the question is, how'd you come up with your channel name? The channel name is actually based on my Instagram handle first, because I really could not come up with a name. So I was like, I already have this Instagram. And the Instagram started out as a slime account. Back when slime was super trendy and in, my sister and I started a slime account. Not good videos, just the most random videos. The name from that came from, I had 3 guinea pigs at the time, Lily, Twix, and Cookie. And so I just combined all of their names to get Lixie Pig, because they were guinea pigs. And yeah, that was pretty much it. I know it's probably not the easiest channel name to remember, but unique enough. So. Okay, the next question is, what's your favorite part of being a content creator? I think definitely just being creative and having your vision come to life in a video is amazing. I mean, even just the making of the clothes, just having an idea and then it's there in real life. The only limit is your imagination. That's the best part. And also just reading the people who watch your videos comments. They're so sweet. I sometimes just have to screenshot them and send them to people because they're just the sweetest comments. So that definitely makes my day. Next question is, what would you recommend to someone wanting to start a YouTube channel? So definitely one of the main things is to be consistent. Before you start, I would batch a couple videos already to get the hang of things and just build that momentum so you can start posting them regularly, and then try to keep that pace because that's what YouTube likes to see. I'm really surprised how long I kept up one video a week, because that's nothing crazy, but it's not always sustainable if you have another job or are busy with school. So find something that works for you. And the second thing I'd say is to don't worry about everything being perfect. Just start posting. As you go, you're gonna learn and get better and better. So don't worry if the first ones aren't the best. Mine certainly weren't. And the last tip I'd give is make some searchable videos. Because if that's what some people are already searching up and looking for, YouTube is gonna have to serve you those videos. Since I was one of the only channels doing stuffed animal clothes, when people search up how to make a shirt for a teddy bear, mine comes up and they watch it. YouTube didn't have to push that to someone, they found it. And I'd say that's probably the hardest part about getting a channel going, is getting people to watch early on, because YouTube will mainly push bigger channels. But it's definitely possible. Take your time. You should definitely do it. It's so worth it. Next question is, what do you use to edit? I actually used a couple different ones over the years. I started out with Splice, which is just like one on your iPhone. Then when my videos started being longer and my phone couldn't really handle that, I moved to my computer, and I have a Mac, so I used iMovie, which comes free on there. And then I eventually transitioned to Final Cut Pro, which is really expensive, but at that point I had already started making money from YouTube, so I justified that, like, I need to move up. But something basic like iMovie is already great for doing a lot of different videos. Don't feel the need to get some really fancy or expensive one, especially just starting out. It's good to just get the hang of editing first. And then for short form content, I used to use InShot, which is another app you can get on your phone. But now I use CapCut, which you maybe have heard of if you're on TikTok. But they're both great apps. I'd say CapCut probably has more features though. The next question is, where do you find all your mini things for teddies that you don't make? So this is a great question. I had to really think about where I get all this stuff and exactly what that stuff is. Of course, all of the clothes I don't make are from Build-A-Bear, but the other props and accessories I found from a lot of different stores like Claire's, Michael's. Geppetto's is where I found that little mini vacuum. Actually, my sister got it as a gift, but I saw it in Geppetto's, so it should be there. You could also use baby stuff if that kind of fits your stuffed animal size. And for makeup and I guess real products that are just tiny, those you can just buy as minis at the makeup store or as samples, and I feel like they fit stuffed animals really well. They are real, which I guess is good because you can use them too. Okay, the next question. A question I was bound to get and didn't want to answer, but I have to. Do I have a favorite stuffed animal? I hate that they're all in the room having to listen to this. We'll give an answer. And I'd have to say, it's my boy Jerry. I got him only a few years ago from doing a sponsorship, but I feel like he's just always been there with me in my hard times, to cuddle, to snuggle. I talk to him a lot. I feel like he's seen me grow. So I have to say, Jerry. And he's all squishy. Just look at that face. Okay, the next question is favorite Sanrio character. I'm not the best person to, know all about all these characters, but when I just looked up all the Sanrio characters just so I could keep track, like, which ones they were, when I saw this one on the list, I knew it's gotta be Gudetama, the egg, the lazy egg, because I was watching his show on Netflix, which is super cute. This was like me a couple years ago in college, but the way he was so lazy and just like kind of had no hope and no motivation in life was really relatable to me. And he loves to just lay there and lick up soy sauce, which made me feel seen. So, Gudetama. Next one is favorite movie or series. So I'm honestly terrible at answering these kind of questions. I just can't pick a favorite, but I will say series-wise, as a kid, even as an adult, SpongeBob has got to be up there. It's just endlessly good episodes. Maybe the current ones aren't as good, but the classics. It was the best. This is another one I wrote for myself 4 years ago, but what's your favorite video and your least favorite video? So I'd say my favorite video is probably the Valentine's Day picnic. I just loved Valentine's Day and picnics with my friends. So combining that, I was really proud of how it turned out, and I think it's just so cute. Or I have to say Chelsea's back to school prep vlog. I honestly love Chelsea's vlogs. I think she's hilarious. She's just me, the inside of me. I don't know. Maybe that's weird. She's like my inner influencer, and it feels like I can be the most fun and creative with the editing because my tutorials are very basic. So I really love her vlogs, and that's probably my favorite one. My least favorite video is ironically the one that has way more views than any other video on my channel. It's the crochet sweater video. I had the toughest time uploading that. It went from apps to my computer because my phone just couldn't handle it. And because of that, the quality, I feel like, decreased dramatically. Anyways, I finally got it up, and I was surprised by how popular it was, but that meant a lot of people were trying it and finding issues with it because there were some issues with it. And I was talking super fast. It just wasn't the best quality video. And I feel kind of bad that this is the one video people are going to because it's the one video out there for making a sweater for a stuffed animal. But hopefully I redeemed myself with my other crochet videos and did a better job. Okay, wait, that's the last question. So that was anticlimactic, but I do still have that big announcement. And it starts with a life update. I graduated college last year and have been working a full-time job for about 9 months. And that's definitely taken up most of my time where I'd usually be filming videos. But while working that job, I realized a dream I still had not gone after, and that is to own my own bakery one day. I want to start selling at farmers market and then hopefully work my way up to owning a storefront. And with that new goal, I want to put all my energy outside of work into doing that. And I'm afraid keeping up with this channel is just too much on my plate. And honestly, a big reason for taking a pause on this channel is because I want to start a new channel for this bakery where I could post videos documenting my journey to starting this and possibly help others wanting to start their own bakery. And I want to post baking videos and recipes because I'll only be able to sell locally, so you can try my recipes at home if you like to bake. I already have the channel made and posted one short on it, so it would be great if you could subscribe to me there. It's linked in the description, and it's called Butterside Bars, which is what the bakery will be called because we'll mainly be specializing in brownies, cookie bars, lemon bars, Rice Krispie bars, anything bar shaped. That's what the plan is. So if you'd like to follow my journey and see more of my videos, you can follow me there. I'm hoping my filming and editing can be elevated and I can take everything I've learned from this channel and apply it to this one. But I do still love making videos. I think I just needed a change of content, and I hope you can still enjoy seeing my videos on there. I considered combining it into this channel, but felt like this channel is so stuffed animal themed, it needs to just stay pure like that. And so I'll have this bakery one on the side that people can follow to kind of get more engagement and spread the word about the bakery. I've really appreciated every one of you who's been watching my videos, supporting me anytime over these last 5 years. I feel like this is such a sweet and wholesome community I've created through this channel, and I'm just so grateful that every one of you has made my dreams come true. By just watching my videos, commenting, that's meant everything to me. If you still want to keep up with me, subscribe to Butterside Bars, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
I'm just trying to feel my feet, trying to feel anything.